joining us today in celebrating the groundbreaking of the City of Detroit's first urban garden and greenhouse. I would like to introduce some special guests to the audience. I'd like to introduce the MGM Grand team and also the Greening of Detroit team. After a year of planning and numerous meetings, our Grand Garden has come to fruition. Working together with the Greening of Detroit, we have built a top-of-the-line greenhouse which will be valued at over $1 million in the next 5 years. This investment is part of the commitment to the community that we'll conduct business and also through the beautification of our surrounding neighborhoods. The MGM Grand will be a haven for fresh fruit, flowers, herbs, all which are indigenous to Michigan. We are encouraging student growers to work with the Greening of Detroit to learn how to grow crops and build relationships with our local restaurants. At this time, I'd like to introduce the organization that was instrumental in overseeing the growth and development of our greenhouse and garden. Here's Rebecca Salonen-Witt, President of the Greening of Detroit. Rebecca?
Thanks everybody for coming, and thank you, Jeff. You know, when the Greening works throughout the city, and we've been doing that for 20 years now, we look for opportunities to take what we've got and make a better place for all of us. That takes partnership. And in Detroit, the way that our city is going to become the city that we are all wanting to be proud of, that clean, green, sustainable place, is for all of us to embrace the opportunities for partnership where we find them. This was an unexpected partnership for the Greening, and I think an unexpected partnership for MGM. But look how beautifully it has turned out. And I invite you all to come back here in a year and see the growth that you'll see here, and look at it as a representation of the growth that our city is going to be able to see, the opportunities that our city sees. If you look at this gravel parking lot and can create a vision for a green and beautiful and sustainable place, you know the kind of vision that the Greening has for our city overall. We hear a lot about vacant space in our city. We see that as an opportunity. And we see every partner in the city as an opportunity too. So we really want to thank MGM Grand for coming to us and being a real partner, for seeing the opportunities in a gravel lot, for coming together with us to help build this really beautiful structure behind, and to see the opportunity for the people in the city of Detroit to use this place as an opportunity to learn how to see their own city and their own neighborhood in a different way, how to make their living from growing locally grown produce that is in high demand and very saleable in our city. That's an opportunity that doesn't come all the time and really requires some vision to take advantage of. We're really proud to be that partner here. And I want to encourage everybody who's here and who's listening today to think about where you have an opportunity to create a partnership and where you have an opportunity to make a difference in our city, because that's what it's going to take for our city to become the kind of place that we're all proud of. We're very proud of this lot. We're very proud of our partnership with MGM Grand, and we thank you all for coming. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Rebecca. Our next speaker is a friend of the MGM Grand Detroit and a friend of the city and its residents. State Representative Bert Johnson has joined us today because he is passionate about our new opportunity in the city of Detroit. And urban farming is a program where we will probably see quite a bit of growth. As a matter of fact, earlier this year, Mr. Johnson sponsored the Food Desert Oasis Act, which is federal legislation aimed at the spurring of the growth of grocery stores in urban and other areas without access to affordable, nutritious foods. So when he heard about the MGM Grand Garden, he saw the need for the garden, such as the one that we were building, and he also realized the garden was a natural fit for the Food Desert Oasis Act. MGM Grand Detroit is proud that the State Representative Bert Johnson decided to join us today and share our vision.
Good morning. I'm a bit blown away. I mean, who would have thought that it takes MGM, a casino, and the Greening of Detroit to show the entire city, the region, what urban farming and what fresh produce can really look like when we put our heads together. this is a phenomenal, phenomenal opportunity. And to understand that young people in the greening of Detroit and the MGM grant are going to be at the forefront of leading now a discussion across the city of Detroit about fresh, healthy eating, fresh, healthy living, that's phenomenal. I've had an opportunity to work with MGM over about the past year and a half to 2 years on specific proposals and policies that would benefit the state of Michigan at large. And I got to tell you, I was walking over from the facility itself, and I just want to put this on the record. I think MGM Grand has been and will continue to be the standard bearer for opportunities like this one here in the city of Detroit for years to come. They find a way to continue to innovate and to bring about new opportunities. Nothing could be more important than putting a facility like this in the hands of young people and giving them an opportunity to bring about a new generation of understanding on fresh and healthy living opportunities like this one. So I am absolutely proud to stand here with you. I can tell you all across the city of Detroit, there is a need for what's going to happen here. And to the extent that I can be a person who can facilitate the discussion with residents to make sure that they not only understand, but that they take part, come down and offer a helping hand and figure out how to help expand this opportunity. Because knowing that we're going to have about, I think, is it 1.8 acres here? Knowing that we're going to have that amount of space to start with is a great thing. But we got to find a way to grow this thing even bigger. And so I'm proud to be with you today. This is a tremendous day. The weather has cooperated. And to everybody who's involved, God bless you. And thank you for the opportunity to put Detroit at the forefront of greening opportunities.
Thank you, Representative Burt Johnson. One of the things I'd like to talk about today is the 3 phases that we're working towards in completing this entire lot. One of the phases you'll see already, which is our greenhouse. All the other phases are going to be within the next couple of years. If you look at the yellow, we have a large production area. That's something that we look for next year. That's where basically the money making is going to be. All the other areas, you'll see that we have a bee apiary, which is like a little bees home, bees nesting area. We have herb gardens. We have everything throughout that. The back behind you will be berms with fruit trees. All of those areas will help work out to make our greening successful. We're going to have 2 buildings that are built there. One's going to be a training center. One is going to be an entrance to the greening of Detroit's new property here, and we're very proud to work with them. Right now, as part of the fun part, I'd like to officially work with the breaking of the groundbreaking aspect of it, and now with Burt Johnson, Rebecca, Lisa Avino, if we can come up to the first photo.
Music TV, and I'm here at the groundbreaking of a beautiful urban garden put together by the Greening of Detroit and MGM Grand Detroit Casino. And I'm here today with representatives of those organizations. I have here with me
Jeff Jackson, MGM.
And
Rebecca Solomon and Witt, Greening of Detroit.
And Burt Johnson, State Representative.
Thank you all for joining us today. Can you tell me what this means potentially to the city of Detroit and this partnership with MGM Grand Detroit and the Greening of Detroit?
Certainly. It's a great opportunity for us to put back into Detroit for everything that they've done for us.
Thank you. And Rebecca, can you tell us a little bit about the organization, the Greening of Detroit, and how the Music TV viewing audience might get involved?
You know, the Greening of Detroit is a 20-year-old organization. We started out doing urban forestry, so we were planting trees 20 years ago. Now we're planting, we say peas to trees. So if it's green, we help you grow it at the Greening. And there are volunteer opportunities. You know, we have a small staff, but we use probably 4,000 to 5,000 volunteers every year. So if your viewing audience is interested in anything greening, please call the Greening. You can find us at our website, greeningofdetroit.com, and our phone number is an easy one to remember. It's 313-237-TREE. That's 8733.
That's great. That's great. And Burt Johnson, on the state level, can you tell me what this means potentially for the future of Detroit?
Well, number one, it means that the city of Detroit is growing, literally. And this type of partnership evidences that, number one, you have incredible corporate citizens in MGM Grand. You also have holistically driven organizations like the Greening of Detroit who want to start to show the rest of the state that Detroit is not only important, but ought to be a central hub and a focus for figuring out how to put this opportunity in the hands of residents. So it sort of sets a mark for new conversation, and that conversation is there are still public-private partnerships that exist that take us forward into the future. So I'm very proud of this opportunity here.
Great. Thank you for joining us.